who is our host this evening, the Minister of Development. It is a tremendous honor for AllWorld, for the companies that we will be talking about. My job tonight is to tell you who the Turkey 100 are and how truly exceptional they are. During the last decade, Turkey's consistent track record of GDP growth has confirmed its economic standing as one of the leaders of the world. But tonight, a new dimension of Turkey's growth is emerging, and that is of Turkey as an entrepreneurial powerhouse of the world. Before I tell you the specific results, let me just tell you that the ranking of the high-growth private companies who you're going to meet, the Turkey 100, is the fastest growing ranking of 15 countries that AllWorld has created. Let me tell you a little bit about them. These 100 private companies, as a group, grew over the last 3 years 371% over 3 years. That is 10 times higher than the growth rate of a very high growth economy, which is Turkey, 10 times higher. They are doing something quite exceptional. In the last 3 years, these 100 companies, most of whom you have never heard of before until tonight, all by themselves, with almost no help, created 11,000 jobs in 3 years. No government program in the United States, where I am from, or anywhere in the world, has created 11,000 jobs in 3 years. It's absolutely astonishing. The companies are themselves very young. Most of the companies who you are going to see today, many of them did not exist only 10 years ago. The average age of the founders was 31 when they founded the company, and now they're so old, they're 41 when they found now at this age. Collectively, they represent 6 billion lira in sales. They come from 25 cities of Turkey, and they represent over 20 industries. Here's another thing that distinguishes the Turkey 100. Usually a very fast growth list of very high growth companies is in a few industries, technology, things like this. We have never seen a list like the Turkey 100 where it is in technology, yes, but it's also in textiles, it's also in marble, it's also in plastics, it's also in machinery. It shows that Turkey is succeeding in everything. In everything. Again, Turkey is unique in that. To give you another feeling for this, when you grow your company at 371% over 3 years, you're not just growing, you're changing your industry. When you grow that fast, you're sending a signal to everybody in your industry that you are raising the bar. So these 100 not only are important for the 100, they're important for all of Turkey. They challenge every company in Turkey to do better. In fact, they will have to do better, or these companies will take their customers. When you're growing at that rate, the entire economy improves. When you're growing at that rate, you're spinning off not only employees, you're spinning off new entrepreneurs, and you're signaling to the world that Turkey is a powerhouse of entrepreneurship. How did this begin? About 5 years ago, I created AllWorld Network, and I wanted to do something no one had attempted. The mission of AllWorld is to find and scale all the fast growth entrepreneurs of emerging economies. If we could create the Turkey 100, the Eurasia 500, the Africa 500, the Arabia 500, if we could put all these great entrepreneurs on the map, governments would know what to do. Investors would know where to go. Talented college graduates would know where to work. Our goal was to find them and bring them global visibility. I asked a very important person to join me in doing this, a mentor of mine, a colleague of mine, Professor Michael Porter of the Harvard Business School. And we co-founded this. After we had worked in maybe 10 countries, we ran across a Turkish student at Harvard. And he said, why not do the Turkey 25? I think we could do the Turkey 25. And you will meet him a little bit later. I will introduce him later. But he happened to work, before he came to Harvard, at Tepov. And he went back to Tepov and he said, why don't we create a ranking in Turkey of these very fast-growing companies? And Tepov and then TOBB, under the chairmanship of Rifat Bey, worked with us. We have now quadrupled that program, but tonight you're meeting the first Turkey 100. How did this happen? A letter went to every private company in Turkey inviting them to apply, to say if you're a very fast-growing company, apply. Only private companies. They had to fill out an application. They had to give us audited statements, their financial statements, and we tested them to see how good they are. The 100 fastest growing make the Turkey 100. Now, to give you a sense of just how hard this was, hundreds of companies applied, and only the fastest growing are the Turkey 100. I'd like to tell you just how hard it was by telling you about number 100. Number 100, Saray, who many of you know in the biscuit business. They're an older company growing very, very quickly. They have 1,500 employees. And in the last 3 years, they grew 82%. Just to be number 100, you had to grow 82%. They're a very large company. That's astonishing and success. So tonight we are going to later introduce each of these companies. And it doesn't matter, I want to address the companies, if you are 100 or 1 or 55. To have made this ranking is a tremendous achievement. And tonight you will take the stage and the world will recognize you as the Turkey 100. So I'd like to thank first and foremost all the companies who had the courage to apply, who are willing to see just how good they are, and later you will see just how good they are. I would very much like to thank TOBB and Tepov for seriously considering the future of entrepreneurship in Turkey, devoting time and teams, and finally our host, His Excellency the Minister of Development, for bringing entrepreneurship to the main stage of this very important event. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Birazdan Sayın Habiby ile kendilerinin de belirttikleri üzere
son 3 yıldaki büyüme oranı %160.
55. sıradaki çözüm yapı, gayrimenkul ve bütünsel tesis yönetimi alanında ülkemizin önde gelen şirketlerinden. Son 3 yılda %164 büyüdü.
54.